Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Tales and Texts, and I'm your host Nisha. Today's video is a very sad video. It's a devastating video. It's a tragic video for all of us in India, especially those of us who celebrate the writings of Dr. Bibek Debroy. Some of you may have already heard the news. You may have read the news articles. Dr. Bibek Debroy passed away today at 7 a.m. in the morning due to intestinal obstruction, according to Times of India and a few other news channels, as they had reported. Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji had also tweeted in honor of Dr. Debroy this morning. It's a hard day for all of us. Those of you who follow my channel, you know how much I respect this man, how much of an inspiration he is, how much I love his books, his translations of the critical editions of the Ramayana, the Mahabharata and the Puranas. And those of you who have been following these reviews of my critical edition translations, you know that I exclusively read from his books, and I admire Dr. Bibek Debroy so much. So it's been a very heartbreaking day for me, because I started this day knowing that all of us will, with the exception of perhaps the Skanda Purana and the Garuda Purana, which I was aware that he was working on. I don't know whether they're complete or not, but we may not receive any books from this great man again. That is with the exception of the Skanda Purana and the Garuda Purana, if they are released by Penguin India. A very sad day. I know this weekend is very special, and it's a very happy weekend for all of us Indians. It's Deepavali, it's Naraka Chaturdashi. For Karnataka, it's Kannada Rajyotsava. It's a very important weekend for a lot of us Indians, whether we're in India or in abroad. But the loss of Dr. Bibek Debroy has been such a sobering moment this weekend. I did cry because obviously I love his works. They have been a revelation, just as they've done for hundreds of other Indians, thousands of other Indians. These books, the translations of the critical editions of the Itihasas and Puranas, have revealed such an important part of history to me, and they have been, I would say, the guiding force of my life for the past 2 years. I started reading the Itihasas, I believe, end 2019, early 2020, just before the pandemic started, and these books have been keeping me sane. They kept me sane through the pandemic. They gave me that philosophical fodder for thought. They made me a better person because they gave me access to this ancient wisdom which otherwise I would never have had access to, because I don't know Sanskrit. I can't read Sanskrit. And I'm sure that this is true for so many people as well. And I just wanted to make this video in memoriam, in honor of Dr. Bibek Debroy. I know he will never watch this. He'll never be able to watch this. But I just want to say, this spirit, thank you. I am really very, very grateful for everything that you have done for our country, for our religion, for our culture. You have translated these books into English, making them accessible for so many of us who otherwise would never have been able to read it. And I don't know if and when another person like you will ever come and will help us read the rest of these books, these texts. I'm immensely grateful for your contribution. I'm immensely grateful for your effort, hard work, the hours that you spent with these books, the thought and care that you put into translating these works. the thought and care that you put into compiling all of the footnotes, it must not have been easy. And the encouragement that you provide your readers to not just use only your books as the source material, but to go beyond, to read other texts, to think for ourselves, to learn for ourselves. Reading your books has been a privilege, and Dr. Debroy, I cannot wait to continue reading the books that you have left for us. I promise I will finish all of these works, and I will immerse myself in all of these works, and I will bring all of the wisdom that I have learned and that I will glean, that I will learn from these books to all of you on this channel as well. What Dr. Bibek Debroy has done for the entirety of the Hindu population, for the Indian population, and for anyone who's interested in Hindu mythology is something that very few people in the past have done. With the exception of Manmathanath, Dutt and the few other translators. I'm so sorry, the names skip me right now. I am feeling a little emotional. Mr. Ganguly, Mr. Dutt, Mr. Van Bituin. These are all some of the people who have translated the critical editions. But apart from Mr. Dutt and Dr. Debroy, no one has translated the critical edition of both the Itihasas and so many of the Puranas. And some of the Puranas Dr. Debroy has translated for the very first time from Sanskrit. And I'm so immensely grateful for these Puranas because they have become available to all of us to read. And I know that there are so many more that are still left to be translated. I don't know who will translate them, when they will be translated, whether it will be one of us who's who's watching this video, I don't know. All I can say is I am truly thankful for Dr. Bibek Debroy's presence in my life through these translations of the critical editions of these scriptures. Because they've really got me through some tough times. They've really helped me tremendously. And I've learned so much. And I can honestly say that reading these translated critical edition works have made me a better person. And I promise to do justice to the other books that he has finished translating and that he has left behind, that I have in my collection. And one day I'm sure we will be able to read the others as well. And when we do, we will think fondly upon Dr. Debroy's contribution and how he was one of the first people to encourage a completely brand new generation of Indians, a brand new generation of Hindus to reconnect with these ancient texts in completely fresh ways. To reconnect with our ancient and wonderful and valuable heritage. And to find those moments of connection, intimacy and support and happiness in being connected with our ancestors. So yeah, I am sure this loss of Dr. Bibek Debroy is as heavy for all of you just as it has been for me, and my wishes are with you. Please take care of yourself. Give yourself time to grieve, give yourself time to heal. Take care of your mental health, your physical health, and spend time with people you care about and those who care about you. And we will reconnect once again soon. Till then, thank you, Dr. Bibek Debroy, and thank you all of you who are watching this video and all of you who have subscribed to my channel and who are watching my channel and all these videos and supporting me in completing this reading of these critical edition texts. And yeah, on this sobering note, a very happy Deepavali to all of you, and a very happy Naraka Chaturdashi. I am sure, knowing or having read some of Dr. Debroy's works outside of these texts, that is his articles, And knowing his philosophical bent of mind, I know I wouldn't know too much about it myself. I only know what I see on paper based on what he has published. But even that little bit, given that he was a scholar of the philosophical arts, of spiritual arts, he would have recognized the impermanence and transience of the world, but he would have also recognized the immense joy and wonders that can be found in the world that he has left behind. So, on that note, let us forge on, and I will come back to you again once I finish reading volume 8 of the Mahabharata. And I have started the Brahmanda Purana volume 1, and we'll speak soon. Till then, take care of yourself. See you. Bye-bye.